Hello, and welcome to the first narrated video I've done so far. Alright, so this is all new to me. Mistakes are going to be made, but that's alright, because this is all just a learning experience. Anyway, so you may be wondering why this is day 10 of the monthly drawing challenge and not going back to day 1. That is because, like all things, I must start fashionably late. But yeah, I wasn't able to record anything that I've done prior to this event. And plus, this isn't May We Draw Daily. This is my little spin-off series, May We Draw Kinda Daily, where we all just kind of pretend that we have some semblance of order in our absurdly chaotic lives and proceed on with that. Alright, so this video is going to be a lot longer than most of the videos that I plan on making, because I know none of you guys want to sit around for like the hours that it takes to make these drawings and so on. I kind of want to make this sort of a vlog of sorts, sort of update video to explain like why I'm doing the event and basically the plans that I have for this channel, because as you could probably tell from my past videos, I haven't updated in a very, very long time, and well, art videos, just being an art YouTuber is something that I kind of always wanted to do for a very long while. It's just things have always been complicated, so I've never had the time, and that with just problems recording programs, and also just me being a freaking idiot and forgetting to hit the record button whenever I start a drawing or whatever, because, you know, when you go to just draw, you just kind of want to focus on that. You don't really want to worry about anything else, and before you know it, you just end up with like a half-done piece and absolutely no recording to show for it. Kind of like this drawing, for example. You can see that I already had a sketch finished, and I have a little thumbnail in the corner and everything, and that's because, again, this was a piece where I almost didn't record it just because I completely forgot, like, just everything. But yeah, going back to channel and everything, some of the things that I want to do basically is just more narrated videos like this, because just a bunch of my friends and such suggested that it's something that I should do, and I kind of agree, because it's generally boring whenever you watch an art video and there's really nothing to listen to, or it's just music or whatever. It's just, I don't know, it feels basic and sterile. It's like not really the type of thing that I want to do or be known for or whatever. So, yeah. Another thing, I want to start doing some tutorials and stuff. I know a lot of people have asked me to do a line art tutorial, because that's sort of what I'm better known for, is my line work, as you'll probably see over the course of this video, which I'll talk a little bit more about later, But yeah, if I do end up doing a line art tutorial, I don't want it to be just a basic, like, hey, do this or consider doing that or whatever. I want it to be a fairly in-depth tutorial, like fully explaining like the reasoning for doing particular things, and discussing multiple types of just different types of line work, like for example, doing line work for paintings, doing line work for aesthetic value, and doing line work for just the sake of line work, as well as discussing heavy blacks and such like that, which this image will basically help to illustrate. This is going to be just a purely black and white illustration. I do plan on coming back to this. As you can see, that colored thumbnail up there in the image. I will treat this like a cell shaded piece. As I notice that I say like 100 billion times throughout this freaking recording because I have no narration experience whatsoever. This is fantastic, you guys. God. Anyway, I just split the window, as you just saw, because I noticed that I rotate the canvas just consistently, and I don't want any of you guys to just end up feeling seasick just seeing that, like just the canvas spazzing out. So that's more or less why I split the window right there, so you have a stable view constantly. Anyway, I do want to also start recording some traditional drawings because I do finally have a setup for that. It's a little bit finicky, but I can make it work. And maybe even start up a sketchbook challenge. I see that a lot of people doing are like starting to do that now, and it's something that I've always kind of wanted to do, especially since I haven't started. There's the goddamn unlag again. I haven't really done anything in my sketchbook in quite a while, and I really want to get back into that just because I love traditional drawing so much. Just the feel of pencil and paper together, as well as just inking just in pure black. I just love it so much. But that's plans for the future. I'm not sure when I'll get that started, or if I could even get a proper rig going. I haven't even tested out fully. Or, well, actually, no, that's a complete lie. I have tested out fully because this is May the 14th, and this is only the video for May 10th, and that is because recording has been complete hell, you guys. So, let me talk about that for a minute. It has been very annoying trying to edit these videos. Like, my kudos to all the other artists, YouTubers out there that freaking do this on a daily basis and do this consistently. Holy crap. Just the amount of like just Camtasia crashing, video footage getting lost and needing to be recovered, and as well just the editing process in general. It's tough. I can't imagine doing this every single day, but I mean, that's the part of the fun and the challenge after all, right? So getting used to that is going to be interesting. But at the end of the day, if it helps you guys out with the tutorials and stuff, that's pretty much, it'll make it all worth it in the end. Because that's ultimately what I want to do with this channel. I just want to help people, help them get better. Because, well, the art journey is hard. Pretty much anybody that's ever done it knows the struggle. But that is pretty much also a discussion for another day. Point is, editing's hard, pretty much to a laughable degree. And when I was recording before, I recorded some traditional images. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I posted a Genji image today. I had recorded all of that, as well as a few sketches and some designs, because I'm thinking about starting up a new series. Oh god, how do you even pronounce that? Jijinka? I think that's how you pronounce it. Anyway, I'm sorry I feel like just starting a little series with that, because, well, I pretty much just feel like it. And, well, I had recorded the video, and what happened was Camtasia was having a sort of hissy fit. It didn't want to start. It was doing that thing where you start up the program, and it has a little splash image, right? And you can see in Task Manager that it's running, but nothing actually pops up. So that was a problem, and that keeps happening while I'm trying to record this audio. So, fun fact, things that you don't see, the behind the scenes stuff. This thing is constantly crashing while I'm talking. So that's fun. But yeah, so basically what happened was I switched to a different editing software called Lightworks, which is apparently like the best thing you can do going free, after all, because I don't have the money for things like Adobe Premiere or anything like that. So other than Camtasia, Lightworks is the best thing that I got. And what I didn't realize at the time was when I went to delete excess recording materials or whatever, I didn't realize that it was actually deleting things directly from the folder, and I ended up deleting a bunch of the actual raw files by mistake. So that was great. That was a wonderful little headache to deal with. So I lost some recording. I managed to recover some of it, but the problem is it was all janky looking. I did manage to save one of the recent cell shaded pieces that I worked on, but, well, you'll see what happened to it once I get around to editing that video, if it'll even let me. Ooh boy. So, yeah, that's going to be a challenge in of itself, but it's going to be a fun one at that. And ultimately, I mean, that's the whole point of this whole challenge thing. Honestly, any one of you guys watching this, you're probably well aware of, oh geez, I don't even know how you properly pronounce it, Audra Claire? I'm just butchering that completely. Anyway, you guys are probably familiar with Audra's YouTube channel. She's the one that started this whole May We Draw Daily thing, and I looked at it as sort of like an opportunity to revive this channel, mainly because of what I explained before. I just really want to do this, you know. I want to just try to keep a consistent upload schedule and just like really try to help you guys out, any one of you watching this, just better communicate with people, just get in touch and such like that. And yeah, it's going to be an interesting adventure. It's going to be an interesting experience on the whole. But getting onto the image of itself, I'm drawing this in Manga Studio 5, the debut version, not the EX. There's really no point in getting the EX version. Manga Studio, it's literally the exact same thing as Clip Studio Paint. It's just named differently for marketing reasons. It's really dumb, but hey, what are you gonna do? They're basically the same program though. And talking a little bit about the whole process here, as you guys have seen, this started off as a really, really rough sketch. I like to just use a really hard round brush. And oh crap, did the audio stop? Ooh, Camtasia freaked out there for a second. I thought I was crashing again. I start with a really rough sketch with a just a hard round brush that like lays down the pixels, kind of like a glaze or whatever. I just keep it really rough and bulky and just kind of rough out the scene. Just basically, it's a thought dump at that point. Just put whatever you're thinking of onto the canvas. No need to be nitpicky with it. And this is sort of something, this is a process I've sort of gotten used to from traditional media. You may have saw from the very beginning of the video, like I had started inking this and then I immediately stopped and started doing like a sort of pencil sketch. When I work traditionally, I never pick up the ink brush until I have a tight pencil render underneath. That's sort of just how I've gotten used to working. That way I don't make any mistakes or anything with ink, because as any of you watching this video probably know, once that ink is on the paper, you know, you can't really do anything to it. It's just stuck there forever. Which actually isn't true. I do know of a couple of little techniques that you can do to actually remove ink from a page. It gets very messy and complicated, and it sort of ruins the integrity of the paper. Like, one of the things that you could do is actually take some fine grit sandpaper to it and literally grind the ink off, but you would need heavyweight paper to even attempt such a technique. Like regular copy paper, you're just going to shred that up. And I know I could probably work a lot faster if I sort of skip that penciling step, but I'm just so used to doing it at this point that I don't feel like stopping, Like, if it works, it works. It's sort of a good thing, because even though it takes longer to finish a piece, you sort of learn a little bit more from it, and you also spot mistakes more or less, because when you're working with a rough drawing, it's still just a rough drawing. It's not refined in any way, shape, or form, and when you're passing over it again with the pencils, you just kind of spot like the little mishaps here and there, and because it's still such an early stage, you could just butcher the sketch and there's really no consequence, whereas like when you're already at the inking stage, you're a little bit more reluctant to mess with anything because you've already spent so much time, even though you should really correct it anyway. I just find it better to take the slow and steady approach and just pencil first and make sure everything is concrete before you even pass over with the details. And so yeah, about the inking stage, I've been switching around brushes constantly, as you've probably noticed. I'm using like a custom ink brush right now that I made that pretty much it mimics an actual brush pen, in which if you hold it to the side, it's tilt sensitive, so you get a much broader stroke for like really big thick lines, and if you hold your tablet pen vertically, it gives you a nice thin point, which is really nice for when you're doing things like hatching and cross hatching, and when you're just trying to fill in some blacks. And now I know that little hiccup right there was actually Camtasia crashing, because I had to reload the program just now. It's a good thing that I'm recording this audio in chunks, otherwise I would have been very, very upset. Also, I'm saving compulsively, which is a good thing. Always save compulsively, you guys. It's always a bad day when you don't save and everything crashes on you and you lose everything. It's not good. It's no bueno. No bueno at all. So now we're getting to the black stage, and what I did for this was basically make a new layer on top. I feel more comfortable when I'm working digitally. Obviously, you don't have a choice traditionally, but when you're working traditionally, you have the option of working everything out with a pencil first of all, so it's really no problem. But digitally, what I like to do is make a new layer on top and lay down all of my blacks on top of the line art. That way I have the option of just having the fine line work separate from the heavy blacks. So I could either, if I ever revisit a piece and decide, hey, I want to paint this, I can just get rid of the blacks and just the line art's right there, so I can just go ahead and paint it. Oh god, the hair rendering. This is, hands down, this is my favorite part of the image, or pretty much just any drawing at all, is just rendering hair. It's just so fun. Just all the brush strokes that you lay down in there. It's wonderful. Hatching away. Oh, also, I want to apologize, because going back and listening to all the audio in this, all the constant back and forth with Camtasia crashing and all that, I noticed that My voice is very monotone and everything right now, or not really monotone, but yeah, it's very quiet. Well, it's more or less 2 in the morning right now because I don't sleep, right? So I'm trying to be as quiet as I can and be considerate of others, but yeah, doesn't make for great audio quality. My bad. It'll be better in the future, I promise. I'll try. Swear. Oh god, all that fluffy hair in the back. That was great fun. I love rendering hair so much. It's great. And now we're just laying down blacks on the pants there, and then on the little like box thing that I threw on the side. And then rest break. I have a little rest break timer that like goes off every hour, so I could like get up and walk around just so I'm not glued to the canvas constantly, because you never want to be glued to the canvas. You don't want to sit there for too long, you know, you want to get up and walk around and just rest your eyes for a little bit. But, oh man, once you really start getting into your piece, that's when the rest break counter tends to go off and is the most jarring experience there is. It's like you're really getting into it. It's like, yeah, I'm really feeling it, you guys, and then like all of a sudden it's like, no, go take a break. It's like, oh, it's like, screw that. I don't want to take no breaks. I'm freaking rendering boots right now. It's great. Wonderful. So yeah, this is the part of the video where I kind of just start running out of ideas of what to talk about, and that's just wonderful. It's great. But I guess that's one of the hurdles of doing commentary, is just trying to figure out what exactly to say and so on and so forth. It's really an interesting experience so far. What I'm wondering is what I'm going to talk about with the other videos, since it's weird because I've seen them. I've watched the recordings over and over so much so far that like I'm so done with them. I just want them to be published and everything. And it's weird. I pretty much said my piece here in this video, what I kind of want to do with the channel and all that, and what the future plans are. I guess I could talk about a little more about like what I'm planning on doing in the future, and definitely one of the things I was kind of dreading. Hold on, I'm actually going to stop this audio recording right here, and boop, and we are back. I just wanted to save the audio. Like I said, I'm recording in chunks, so in case Camtasia crashes or whatever, I don't have to worry about losing too much. You know, the files will still be there on my hard drive, and all I have to do is piece them back together in place. But one of the things that I was dreading, of course, was that I kind of want to do, you saw that colored thumbnail earlier in the video, and one of the things that I want to do with this piece for the May We Draw Daily is sort of revisit it and finish it, like color it and everything. But it felt a little bit cheap at the time, like, you know, just working on the same image over and over for a couple days, and it's like I wasn't so worried about it that I wasn't going to do it because, you know, I'm still a small enough artist that like nobody cares if I do a bunch of weird things. But yeah, seeing that Audra just recently started doing like exactly that, you know, working on the same image for multiple days, I feel a little more comfortable just openly doing that and revisiting this piece, as well as a couple of others that I've already done. Also, some of you may be familiar with the Overwatch stuff that I do over on Instagram and on Tumblr too. And I plan on doing a few more pieces for that, like Genji and Diva. Those are definitely going to get recorded. Those are going to be part of the dailies. So that's going to be fun. But yeah, we're reaching the end of the video. And of course, I failed to record like about 30 minutes of the end of this. As you can see, that's the final image. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of that. Thank you all for watching. I'm glad for all of you that stuck around, and get ready for the next one because I'm going to be consistent with these. Bye.